Now that you have your part complete, we can continue on with creating measurements. The measurements is found in Tools and also found right here under Measure Item. Under Measure Item, I'll select the bottom line or bottom edge, and it measures the length of that line. Select OK. I'm going to show you something here in the legacy preferences. When we went to parameter measure under measure tools, the blue color, the text, font types, the colors here, the line thicknesses, all that, which is kind of unessential, is what we were setting up. You literally could change this to anything you want. You could change this to a green color and hit OK. Notice it doesn't affect an existing dimension or a measurement. I'll try and create this measurement here. And now that measurement is now green. All right, so a lot of the preferences I had you set, hopefully as we go through these, I can kind of point out to you what you were setting up. Now, when I do a measure item and grab this line over here, I'm not getting top to bottom. I don't want a 0.75 length. I want a measurement that represents top to bottom. So measure item is for measuring something singular, like a line, point, or a circle. Measuring item between is how I can find the distance between two parallel lines. And it tells me that's 1 inch. What I can do here is grab that vertical line. Oh shoot, I think I missed. Oh, there. Grab that vertical line, then I can move this down kind of like here. And then I say, okay. So again, the measurement I want is the one that's doing a distance between the two parallel lines, not the 0.75 dimension. Now, the other dimension we need is I got length, width, and height is this radius call out. If you go to measure, now which one do you think I would use? Measure between or measure item? Measure between is asking me to grab two elements. So hopefully you figured out, well, it's got to be measure item because I'm only going to grab an edge. Now if I grab this edge on the front, then my dimension's kind of like right on the part. Another way you could do that is cancel dimension here and grab this and click over here and say OK. Now I can see the dimension is a ½ inch. Just because this dimension is a ½ inch doesn't necessarily mean that one is a ½ inch. If I select measure item and grab this edge, come out here, select OK, I now just verified that they are indeed the same measurements on both sides. Notice that it came here with all these measurements in the specification tree. What's nice about this is I can just right click on the measurement and hit hide, and it will hide all the measurements. And if you want to see them, you can right click and hit show and show all your measurements. Okay, let's hide these for now. Let's see if I can remember how to apply material. It's in the Tools tab. Under that, you'll see Browse Material. You can click on Browse Material, and I'm going to type in a material of 6061. I'm looking for an aluminum. So on mine, I already have this saved, 6061-T6. I can click on that. And if your system's set up, it should allow us to find an aluminum. And the one you want, there's a couple here that say 6061. You want the one that says core material. When you click on that, nothing actually happens. It's waiting for you and you're waiting for it. Well, nothing actually happens. You have to hit this down arrow and hit apply. So again, when you click on the material, and you can pick any material you want at this level, whatever material you can find also would work, hit the down arrow and hit apply. This applies it, and it's done. Now what's goofy is it doesn't close the screen for you. I don't know why, but it doesn't automatically close the screen for you. You have to literally come over here and close that screen so it thinks you're done applying material. Wait a minute, there should have been a green check somewhere. Let's try that again. I'm going to hit this button. 6061 is the material I'm going to look for. Right click on this and hit apply. When I close this off, there should be something over here with a green check telling me to apply material. I don't see why it's not doing that. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you the next snapshot in our Word doc. So we did this part here. We got a snapshot of the part. Now snapshot of the measurements with the specification tree. That would be insert screen clip. Sorry, hit escape. What you want to do is make sure the measures are visible. So what I do is I right click on measure and I hit show. You have an option to hide it, right click, hit show. Now I see a lot of people, they do them one at a time, but instead of doing them all one at a time, you could just grab the top one and use your hide show. Now notice under measure, you can see the measurement. It's all nice and clean and clear. When I right click and hit hide, it becomes a little gray box. That gray box, if you ever see a gray box, it means that whatever's in there is in hide. I can open it and I can see it here, but I can't see it over here in the graphics screen. So I'm going to right click on measure and hit show, and it shows the measurements. Then we can take a snapshot and it's right there. I can click on that and it'll just show me the whole screen. Make sure your tree is expanded so you can see the measures. Okay, so that's your snapshot with the measurement, and we need to do one more snapshot with inertia. Only thing is I'm not getting my inertia to work, so I'll figure that out on the next video.